Picture this moment. You open your bank or investment account, and there it is. 6 figures. $100,000. After years of discipline, sacrifice, and saying no when it would have been easier to say yes, you finally made it. Your heart speeds up. You feel proud, relieved, maybe even a little invincible. But here's what almost no one tells you. This exact moment, the months immediately after hitting $100,000, is the most dangerous point in your entire financial life. Not before. Not when you were broke. Not even during a recession. Right now. Because this crossroads determines whether that $100,000 quietly grows into $500,000. Then $1 million. Or whether you're still hovering around the same number 5 years from now, wondering what went wrong. Most people don't lose their financial future slowly. They sabotage it quickly, often within the first 12 months. Today, I'm going to show you why this happens, and more importantly, the 3 rules you must follow after hitting $100,000 if you want this milestone to multiply instead of disappear. Why the first $100,000 was so hard. There's a reason Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's longtime partner, once said the hardest part of building wealth isn't becoming a millionaire. It's reaching the first $100,000. He famously said you should do whatever it takes. Walk everywhere, eat cheap food, delay gratification aggressively. That sounds extreme, but Munger understood something fundamental. The first $100,000 is brutal because you're fighting gravity the entire way. You're building discipline from scratch, learning to earn and keep money, resisting habits that feel natural but are financially destructive. And doing all of this before compound growth meaningfully helps you. At this stage, effort dominates results. But once you cross 6 figures, the math finally starts shifting. Your money begins working for you. Momentum builds. The second $100,000 comes faster than the first. That's the upside. The downside is that this is also where people get careless. So, let's talk about what actually matters now. The 3 rules after $100,000. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember these 3 rules. They determine whether your $100,000 compounds or stalls. Rule number 1. Do not upgrade your life yet. Lifestyle inflation is the single most common way people destroy momentum after hitting $100,000. You've been disciplined for years. You drove the reliable car, you skipped upgrades, you delayed gratification. Now your brain starts whispering, you earned this. You can afford it now. Why not enjoy life a little? And here's the dangerous part. You can afford it. That's why this stage is harder than when you were broke. When you were younger, you didn't buy expensive things because you couldn't. Now you have to choose not to buy them. That choice, saying no even when you have the money, is what separates people who become wealthy from people who just look wealthy. Every dollar you spend today is a dollar that cannot compound for decades. Before any major upgrade, ask one question. Does this increase my long-term freedom or just my short-term comfort? Wealth isn't about nicer stuff. It's about optionality, the ability to walk away, to say no, to choose differently. Protect that. Rule number 2. Build defense before offense. Once you hit $100,000, people rush to optimize returns. This is a mistake. Your first priority is defense, not sophistication. That means 1. Eliminate high-interest debt immediately. If you're paying 15 to 25% interest on credit cards while hoping to earn 8 to 10% investing, you're running uphill with weights on your ankles. Kill the debt. 2. Lock in a real emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of essential expenses in a high-yield savings account. Not invested, not speculated, not touched for convenience. This buffer prevents one bad event from forcing you to liquidate investments at the worst possible time. Defense creates staying power. Staying power is what allows compounding to work. Rule number 3. Keep investing boring and consistent. This is where many people self-sabotage. They hit $100,000 and suddenly feel like they need to become a smart investor. So they day trade, chase crypto cycles, pick individual stocks, try to beat the market. Unless investing is your profession, this usually ends badly. Real wealth is built through low-cost index funds, tax-advantaged accounts, automatic boring contributions. Long-time horizons maximize employer retirement matches. Use Roth or tax-deferred accounts strategically. Control fees and taxes. And then do nothing dramatic. The goal isn't excitement, the goal is inevitability. The mindset shift that must happen now. After $100,000, you need to stop thinking in months and start thinking in decades. When you're struggling, money is about survival. Rent this month, groceries this week. After $100,000, money becomes about trajectory. Ask better questions. What does my life look like in 10 years? What am I optimizing for? Freedom, time, flexibility? What expenses actually matter to me? When your goals are clear, discipline becomes easier. Distractions lose power. Why most people still fail after $100,000. 2 reasons: overconfidence and comparison. People assume hitting $100,000 means they figured it out. So they take bigger risks. They complicate strategies. They loosen discipline. At the same time, social pressure increases. Friends upgrade lifestyles. Ads become more targeted. The temptation to keep up intensifies. Remember this: the same habits that got you to $100,000 are the ones that take you to $1 million. Automation, living below your means, long-term focus, emotional restraint. The playbook doesn't change just because the numbers do. Why the next $100,000 comes faster. Here's the good news. Reaching $100,000 proves something important about you. You've already done the hardest part. You built discipline. You delayed gratification. You stayed consistent without immediate rewards. Now compounding starts helping. The second $100,000 arrives faster. The third faster still. Not because you're smarter, but because time and math are finally on your side. The long game. Wealth isn't built by dramatic wins. It's built by avoiding catastrophic mistakes. It's built by staying invested during downturns, ignoring hype, letting boring strategies work. As markets fluctuate, emotions will test you. There will be moments of doubt, that's normal. Successful investors aren't fearless, they're consistent. The real takeaway: $100,000 isn't the finish line, it's the starting line. It's the point where discipline must outlast temptation. Simplicity beats cleverness and patience becomes your greatest advantage. Celebrate the milestone, but don't relax the rules that got you here. Protect your momentum. Protect your optionality. Protect your future self. So here's the question. Now that you know the 3 rules, Bride, will you treat $100,000 like a trophy or like a tool? Because what you do next matters more than everything that came before. If you want to keep learning how to build real financial security, not hype, not shortcuts, but systems that hold up over decades, subscribe. This channel is about playing the long game with money. And if you've already crossed this milestone, or you're on the way, leave a comment. Your experience helps more people than you think. Keep going.